And what would you say are some of the biggest misconceptions that channel partners and business partners that you work with have regarding social mobile?
I wouldn't say social mobile, but I think as a whole, the industry just tends to go towards Apple and Samsung. The names, they're flashy. The devices are flashy. They're the latest and greatest in terms of cameras and emojis and things like that. But I think when it comes to enterprises, I think enterprises are really catching on, maybe even before the channel has, in that enterprise grade is really what they need. The cost structure, even when you look at the cost between a Samsung and our device, you're talking a $200 tablet versus maybe a couple $100 more for Samsung, even more than that for Apple. We're moving customers left and right off of Samsung and Apple, first of all, because of the cost of it, but second, because we have availability for 3 to 5 years, a global SKU that can be used anywhere. So we really try to make it easy for our customers to do a mass deployment and take all of the work that they had to do before out of it.
Yeah, and Joe, I would add that if you look historically, what's happened in the channel is that enterprise customers and really all throughout the channel, they're really just forced to deal and adapt to the existing technology rather than have somebody come in and ask a lot of different questions. Saying because when you send Samsung and Apple out there, most of the time there's other solutions that have to be added on there to manage these things so they don't get on TikTok and Instagram and all these things. And when you start getting to that, there's resource gaps, knowledge, skills gap, all these things. You have to have somebody to manage these extra tools where our ability to go in and like best understand what their environment is like, what's going on here, what are your problems, what are your challenges, what do they mean to you, is there a way to quantify these challenges, is it because of regulatory, is it a safety issue, is there something that we can do to help alleviate all this? And what social mobile is able to do is say, hey, I've said it before, if there's a way that we could push an easy button and you open this box and it fixes all these problems and you're able to move forward and have to have less tools to manage these things. So overall, we're able to provide a better solution and a better end user experience.
When you get into what our customers' big challenges are, just from being on the other end of it, a lot of it is that they have to go through and reevaluate devices every year, which is a huge pain point, especially when you're looking at the healthcare space. And if they have to register a device with the FDA and they have to spend all this time and energy only for Apple or Samsung to come out with a new device the next year. So us being able to provide them with a device for 3 to 5 years that they can utilize is huge. The other thing is obviously the international market. If you are looking at one SKU compared to a Samsung that has multiple different SKUs that you have to validate, all those engineering costs start to add up and it starts to really take a toll on the business, to where we would talk to customers that would say that in some countries they weren't even deploying the devices because it was getting so hard to just maintain that product inventory.